Kuya Jack Laagan. Ay dong, mayong buntag din ha. Unsa may imong gilungag? Naglungag na ka? Nagluto na kag sudan? Dong Jack, maayo kay nagsikag atang og makikita kag online ko. Salamat kayo Dong Jack sa imuhang pagkuan. Pagasuporta. Unsa naman ni Dong Jack, hingbawd naman ni oni. Bitaw guys, do you have question how we drive here in the US? Just bakas lang guys, and then I'm gonna answer your questions so that you have an idea. So you never know, someday if you come here in the US, so at least you get an idea already by watching this video on how to drive here in the US. Because driving in the US compared to the Philippines is completely different. You know, like for example, in the Philippines, if we have 2 lanes, right? If we have 2 lanes and people don't follow their own lane, so they make it 3 lanes instead. Or there are 3 cars driving in 2 lanes. But here in the US, that's completely wrong, you know? You have to drive, as you can see, like in the car in front of me, I have to drive inside that lane. So it should be only 1 car per lane. That way, you avoid accident, you know? Gatang kas pasalubong. Anyway, so yeah, Jack, if you have a question how we drive here in the US, so like I said, just comment it and I'll answer your question. So right now, let's see. And then guys, we also drive here very fast. So that's why we really pay attention in our driving. And we're supposed to drive hands-free. It means no phone. Although I'm using phone, but I'm not playing or holding my phone. My hands are still on the 2 wheels. And my eyes, of course, are also paying attention. So yeah, that's how it works here, guys. You really have to pay attention in your driving. So, what did you say, Kuya Jack? You're waiting for your... What did you say? You're waiting for your pasalobong from your aunt? The one who just came from where? I forgot. Which country was that from? That's good that you have an aunt. And regards kung Maria Sikihor. I mean, Maria is the name of the place, Mandiay. Kabuangan ni Jake. Si Jake. Kuya Jack or Jake? Ito na, wrong spelling ng imo, Jake. Ay, put na Jake. Naunsa man ang spelling, parehaning ako Jack. Nahimong Laisle, Miss Leslie. Naunsa man si Motherhood, spelling magkabalintuwang. So again, who else? So Jack, if you see on my left hand side, that's a train, a cargo train. Did you see how long it is? So yeah. I said, you will have an idea how the road looks like here and how we drive it. So nag-drive sad ka? Anong sinabi mo? Nag-drive sad ko. Habang ka nag-drive, okay, imong gidrivean. Kanara ba'y uban nagmotor? It's so funny on the TV, or you know, like funny videos or something like that where people are texting, which is not funny, you know. You're texting while you're driving your motorcycle, you know, that's not right. Unlike in the car, it's kind of okay because you are inside and the steering wheel is kind of easy to just hold one hand, although you're supposed to hold 2 hands. But yeah, you should not drive on your motorcycle while you are driving, or you should not text, you should not text while you're driving your motorcycle. Right, Jack? Kung sa'yo drive ni mo, Jack, amang ka padulong. Asa man ka padulong, Jack? Sabi mo na ako, galaag ka. Maayo kayo nasugo na kasi mong mama. Bitaw check. Naay may gawas nga kuan Jack. Harang, may harang kang nakita. Mag-leave ka tapos balik ka ulit. Tingnan mo kung may harang ba siya. Kasi inon ko eh. Yeah, hopefully may harang na yan. Jack, nakalimutan mo yatang magtamsak. Hindi ko nakita yung tamsak mo eh. Magtamsak ka na. Ay, nakita ko na, may harang na siya sa isang cellphone ko. Inon ko, nag-watch ako ngayon, Jack. Kung andyan ka pa, may harang siya. May makikita kang harang. Anyway, guys, let's see who else. Wala pa? Wala bang harang? Ano nga, mag-leave ka tapos i-refresh mo. May makikita kang harang mamaya. Kasi yun ang nangyari sa isang phone ko ito, nag-replay siya. So, sinong sinong nangangailangan ng WH? Ha? Wala pang harang, ante? Wala ba? Meron eh. Ni-play ko nga sa isang phone ko ngayon. Yung nakikita mong isang viewer dyan, ako yan. Ako lang yan. Gamit ko yung isang phone ko. Tapos may harang na siya naka-play. Oo nga Kuya Jack, kaya nga nung sinabi ko tips on how we drive here in the US, kasi tingnan mo yung nasa right side ko, yung right lane, yung nag-overtake nasa harap ko na. Yeah, they drive very fast. Even though I'm already driving fast, and they still drive fast, which is not supposed to, you know. So anyway, so yeah, that's how we drive here, and I really like driving here because you have the same speed, you know. It's unlike there in the Philippines where you drive very fast right now, and then later on ahead of you there's a slow moving vehicle, and then suddenly you have to brake, or you have to slowly, you know, drive or something like that. You can't really continuously drive fast because there's sikat-sikat, there is a jeepney that they suddenly stop, or there's a bus that stops, there's a motorcycles that stop, you know. So it's really hard to drive there. And then your road is not asphalt or cemented like here. It's very smooth to drive. Even when we go road trip, and what do you call this one, like you can really have a good sleep or good nap. You can have a good nap while you are driving because you don't even feel it. You don't even feel that you're driving because the road is very smooth. You know what I mean? Sanay, anong sabi mo? Sanay na ako sa 3 lanes ante sa Davao at Cagayan kasi 6 lanes na ang kalsada din. Okay, that's good. So you know how to drive in a bigger lane. Right now, this is just a street. That's why I stop, because there is a light. See, there's a traffic light ahead. But if you drive in the freeway, we call it freeway, or I think it's called skyway. Anong tawag dyan? Expressway, I think, in the Philippines or in Manila. Then, yeah, you just have to drive continuously without any stop. But imagine, this is just like a small street, but it seems like a big street already, because there's 3 lanes, and also there's a lot of cars. Plus it's a rush hour, so that's why people are going home from work, you know. They drive anytime, anywhere, everywhere, so that's why it's always traffic. 6 years na akong nagda-drive. Yeah, expressway. Oh, okay, it's called expressway. So what are you driving? So you're driving for work, you're driving to go somewhere, or that's your job to as a driver? Unsay work nimo, Kuya Jack, if you don't mind me asking? Anong nag-drive man ka? Nag-drive ka kay mauna imuhang work, driver ka, or nag-drive lang ka kay na kay ang giadto? Sanay na ako sa 3 lanes ante sa Davao at Cagayan, kasi 6 lanes na ang kalsada. Yeah. Limited na ang English ko, madam. Yeah, 6 years na ako nagda-drive. Yeah, expressway. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, Kuya Jack. Let's speak English, so that we gonna learn each other. Unsa man, Jack, akong English son unya akong ibawd-bawd. Sige, yun nun style, Jack. Unsaon man? How we gonna say it? Let me see. Let me try if I can talk in English and then make it an accent. A Sikihor accent. Anyway, you know, Jack, while we drive here in the US, look, there are 3 lanes, right? And every lane should be only 1 car. And now I'm also running to this traffic light, and it's already red. I'm on Jack. Jack, I'm having fun here. Lisura kayo magsikihor, Jack. Oy, niya ga English. Unsa man na, Jack? Ikaw, Jack, sika ga drive unya ga text ka din ha, bantay ka lang. Bitaw, Jack, be careful. Karon okay lang, nag-check ko sa akong isa ka phone kay nag-stop man ko. Pero ikaw, unsa man ka nag-drive pagyapon ka? May kinakay signal diha, Jack, unlimited imong signal. Limited imong English pero unlimited man imong signal. Kay bisag ga-drive ka na may signal. Bira ra ba kay nang naay signal din na sa Philippines bisag ga-drive ka or bisag asa ka, di ba? So anyway, nag-work ako, madam, driver po ako. Okay. What do you drive, Jack? What do you drive? Like a truck? A jeepney or something? I don't know. I hope you don't mind me asking. Like I said, you know, we're getting to know each other here, so it seems like you are my fan already. Just kidding. Because I always see you. I always see you in my life, you know. So thank you so much, Jack, for your support. So again, guys, if you see the yellow arrow line here on my left side, I just passed already. So what that means, when you see a sign like that, which is arrow, it means it's a curve, you know. So you have to be very careful, or you have to drive slower, because you never know, if you're very fast and then you're driving in a curve, then it's not good. And then, as you can see, it's very hard to explain because I'm driving fast. So if you're, let's say I'm turning to, okay, this one is coming, so it would be easier for you to understand what I'm talking about. So I'm going to turn to the left. So right now, see, watch out. So I'm turning to the left. Of course, I have to turn on my signal and then turning here, and as you can see, it will add the lanes. So earlier there were 3 lanes, right? But now if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, so anytime that you go to the left lane or you go to the right lane, the way they designed the road here is they added 1 more lane, you know. So because that way it will avoid the traffic, so other people go to your left lane or to the right lane or left turn, and then there will be more lanes. So like right now, see, did you see I'm turning to the right? It becomes 2 lanes now, see? Did you see those 2 arrows? So like I said, it becomes wider when you are turning either to the left or to the right. So that's the good thing about here. I really like driving here because of the way they design the road, that you won't really get stuck. Because sometimes, for example, see, there's another right lane, there's a specific right lane, you know, specific. It's not like 1 lane, it combines to go straight or go left or go right, you know. So they have their own lane. That way, if a car in front of you is turning right or turning to the left, you won't get stuck waiting, you know what I mean? So you'll just have to, like this one right now, see, I'm driving in the middle, so that way I can just go straight, drive straight. If you go to your right turn, like with that white truck right now, see, he's trying to backing up because he kind of drive farther or more in the front, then yeah. So on my right hand side there is a math and science. I think it's like a high school. They just opened that last month. I saw the sign. So it's a private school. So if you want to study more about science and math, if you want to become an engineer and you want to study in advance, and I think, I don't know, I haven't been there, so I have no idea what kind of schooling they have, but yeah. Oh, your message, Kuya Jack, is very long already. Let me see. Any kind, madam, something XUV. You mean SUV? I think that's called SUV. Sorry, Jack, I don't mean to offend you by correcting you, but this is how we learn each other, right? Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect either. So even I'm in this country for a long time already, but I'm still learning about the accent, the English words, you know, spellings, and there's the same spelling but different meaning, you know. So I think what you meant is SUV. It's not X. SUV. And then sometimes cargo truck. Okay, and kinds of, madam. Hirapan ako dito. Jack, you have to speak English, Jack. It's okay. We're learning, right? Okay, what else? Sometimes nag-island tour. Why there is the word nag, and then ako dati, madam, nung wala pa. Jack, speak in English everything, right? Or write in English. The whole sentences should be in English. Jack, wala gani si Jack, pinapahirapan mo naman ako eh. Tagalog yun, ha, Tagalog yun. Anyway, Jack, so that's good. Yeah, so you have different experience of driving different cars, SUV cars, trucks, you know. So that's good. Me too. It's so funny because back home in the Philippines, we had a Mercedes-Benz 16-seater van. So, you know, we bought that one because you know how we Filipino, we love to go road trip and everybody want to ride. So we have to have a big van. So we bought a big van, and of course usually we have a driver, or my brother drives for that particular van. And I think we went to Camigan at that time. Here you go, there's a truck driving in front of me, so I rather pay attention, right? Or there's that's called SUV, the one just passed in front of me. So anyway, so while we were driving on our way to Camigan, with the whole family, we were like 16 people inside the van, right? And what happened was, I was asking my brother, I said, brother, can I try to drive that van? Oh my god, they were all scared because you know it's not very common in the Philippines, a lady driver. So of course I'm a lady and a small lady, and then I'm driving a very big van, and then I carried a 16 passengers, so they're all afraid, you know. I said, why you guys are afraid? I'm driving, I'm okay. So they were like this, like getting a stiff neck. You know how you get a stiff neck, like you never like don't move your neck because they're all afraid. So anyway, what did you say? SUV or XUV? There's something XUV. Madam, my XUV naman like a Ford. They call it XUV there? Really? Oh, I didn't know. Or what was that something before? Like it's kind of like a van, minivan. Not minivan, but yeah, like a Ford where I think FX. I think they call it Tamarao FX back in Manila, right? And they drive the kind of FX they use as a passenger instead. I don't know if it's still there or not. Madam, my XUV. Sometimes nag-island tour din ako dati. Madam, nung wala pang pandemic. So what happened to the tour now, or the tourist places there, Kuya Check? Not so many people are there anymore. I mean, not so many Americans are visiting your Sikihor Islands. So guys, to all my Americans here in the US or all over the world, to all my friends all over the world, if you, so I'm promoting Jack's Island, which is called Sikihor. If you never heard that before, if especially to those Americans, I'm sure some of them not familiar with the names of the Philippine islands. So yeah, I recommend you guys that you should visit that island because it's really beautiful. They have a crystal blue water and warm water, of course, because our beach here in the US, especially if you go to California and in the East Coast, oh, the water is really cold. You're gonna freeze. Even though it's summer, it's hot outside, but the water is still cold. So that's why a lot of Americans, they love to go to Thailand or Philippines, you know, somewhere in the Asia where they can go swim because the water is nice. So yeah, who else are here, madam? Okay, so who else? Let me see. Anyway, so I guess everybody are still sleeping. Hello Philippines, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And here in the US it's already what, 4 o'clock. It's 4 in the afternoon, and even it's like 7 o'clock in the evening, but it's not dark yet because of the it's summer here. So 7 or 8 p.m. it's still lighted, you know. So yeah, again, I explained to you earlier that if you wanna change or right turn, then did you see there's an extra, they added 1 lane to the right. And then also you can also see sometimes if you keep watching, stay tuned on my video, you will see another left, like right now I'm showing you, it's coming. So did you see on my left lane there is another left lane, the one that it says arrow left? Yeah. So that's the good thing, is it becomes wider and wider when people are changing or going to the right lane or turning to the right, and then same thing on the left lane too if they're turning to the left. So yeah, we are really, like I said, see here, and you can see I'm still driving fast, but I didn't need to worry about it because people are not just like suddenly go in front of you, they overtake you, you know, or they tailgate you and then they cut you off. They just suddenly come in front of you, then that's how it caused an accident. So that's why really here, I mean, of course you never know when the accident happens, but it's pretty safe for me, the driving here, unless if you really get distracted on the phone or you're arguing while you're driving, then yeah, not good. Okay guys, so I guess that's all what's my tips for today. So it's all about how many lanes and what's the purpose of the right lane and the left lane extra, because it depends where you go. So if you're going to the left lane, then yeah, there's another extra left one lane, and then same thing on the right also. So yeah, that's it for today guys. So next time, if I'm gonna see more cars, like this morning I saw a truck where carrying a, let us say 5 to 10 cars, something like that. Have you seen like that, Kuya Jack? Or only on the TV, where a big truck carrying 5 cars or 10 cars, something like that. So anyway, okay guys, thank you so much. Have a nice day, Philippines. Bye bye.